humans. Shaky, 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 shaky this time to loosen secretions, as well as getting a breathing treatment. Fine smoke going in there. There you are. This morning, getting some respiratory treatment in, and whilst that is ongoing, I want to cover something else. Alright, so oximetry probes. Let me tell you, they're small things, but they have so much. So this, let's start with this. This is an oximetry probe. Now let me show you how it originally comes looking like. Oximetry probes are what we use to stick on the finger so that we can measure the heart rate and the oxygen concentration on the body. Now, the original oximetry probe comes this way. This is it. The other episode I had done earlier covered why I put this small sticky thing here, and it's so that it doesn't cause any abrasion, any burns, any cuts, any bruises to the skin, okay? So, this is how an oximetry probe comes looking like, okay? Now, depending on the insurance you have, you get some people 2, some people 4, some people 6, some people 8, some people 12. It just depends on the insurance. And so when you get these bad boys, this tape loses the stickiness. And sometimes when the tape loses the stickiness because of repeated use, I have had to think out of the box on what to do. You can buy these tapes online. They are very expensive though for the little amount, for the quantity. Or you can join various groups of parents online and see if you can get some. But I can tell you they are rare to come by. It's a precious commodity in a household that has got anybody who's fragile, that medically complex, that needs oximetry monitoring, okay? So, alternatives. You have to come up with alternatives on what to do to use this. Now, sometimes the tape is worn out, but the probe is working good. So, I undo the tape and find an alternative for it. And in comes boob tape. Can you appreciate that? Boob tape. Now, boob tape, as you can see, is what you used to bring the girls up and the fallen soldiers. Just give them some lift, give them, bring them up here, especially if you're wearing a sleeveless dress or a dress that you want to accessorize and you don't want the straps of the brassiere showing. So people use boob tape. Now, this is it. It comes in various colors, and I bought this off Amazon. Now, this boob tape, the length of the probe, I think this is about 4 inches thereabouts, so that's as much as I bought. And it has, on the inside of it, are you able to appreciate? It has graduations, like a math book. Small, fine boxes. And so for my son, I cut a tape that has 2 boxes, okay? 2 boxes. And let me show you what I do when I cut it. Cut a fresh one for y'all. I cut. 2. And then I use this for the oximetry probe. Aha! And there you are, voila! There you are. See now, you have a replacement tape. And you can use this to secure the probe just as usual. around the finger, or the toe. For my son, I put them on the toe. There you are. See? You still get accurate readings because I've used this now for a long time. Now, how does it hold up for a squammy child? I'm not very sure. You know, a very mobile, crawling, moving, learning to walk child. I don't know. If parents use it, perhaps they can give feedback in the comment section and we can know how it does. But it's pretty fun. Does a good job. It's a great alternative. And the good thing is, because there's various lengths, this was just 4 inches, but for a smaller child, you could cut this, you can divide it in half, or you can even go further if the toe or the finger is small. Divide it even further. So you have many options on what you can do with it. But it is a great alternative because these tapes are really rare to come by, and sometimes the probe is working good. It's just a tape that has blowout. So if anybody else gets to try this, let me know in the comment section. Any other alternative I have had parents use? Coban. I don't know if you know Coban. Is let me see if I have some Coban here. Alrighty, other alternative. This is Coban, and it's a self-sticking tip. It's the one that they usually will put when they draw blood for you. And this is an alternative parents have used. You do the same thing, cut it, and you can cut it again, and it sticks to itself pretty good. And you can cut it, you know, you can customize it to however much you want. And these parents have also used this as an alternative. I tried to use this for Nathan. It didn't work too good because it was too thick and for what I wanted it to do. And I found I needed to use a little bit more of it just to stick around, but there you go. That's another alternative, Coban. Alrighty? So that's another alternative the parents have used. And it's also great because then you don't have to worry about peeling it off and ruining the probe. So that is another great alternative that parents have used. There you are, Coban. So that's another alternative. Alrighty? Now, the sticky tapes, I have, thanks to my mama who had visited here this summer, and she quick cut very many for me, and so I keep them ready, and I just pick one and get going. Alrighty? So I haven't used Coban before, but it's an alternative, and some parents have ended up using just tape as another alternative. So, couple many, I just prefer using book tape, but at least I've given you a couple more options on what you can use. But this might pull out, especially for a child who's mobile. But I'm not very sure. Parents can give feedback on if anybody has used Coban and how they find it holds out. I prefer the tape just because I'm sure it's going to stay in place. I found the Coban when I put it on the toe and put the sock on, it tends to slide away, and that's not what I want. I want this to stay put so that it doesn't cringe and give inaccurate readings. So there you are, good humans, tips and tricks. If anybody else has an additional one, let me know. But alternative for the tape when it wears out, boot tape. I got it off Amazon. There you are. See, I went nowhere. So there you are. Let me know what you think. If anybody else has used anything else, let us know in the comment section. We learn, we share, and this is how we take care of this, our little people or family members, because it takes a village sometimes. Alrighty, good humans. Bye bye. Oh, before I go. Ay. Now, thank you to my new followers for being with us, for joining us, for supporting us, for rocking with us. A muscle at a time. A mother is very, very, very thankful. And Nathan and I are doing fantastic. He is 8 years old. He has spinal muscular atrophy and is on the autism spectrum. And despite all of that, dude is nailing life. And I am very thankful to all of y'all for joining us on this ride. And it's been crazy, but it's been well worth it the last 8 years. Couldn't have it any other way. God never makes mistakes. And so I am very thankful for all the strength, the grace, the peace, the wisdom, just to be able to take care of this little guy whom I love very, very much. So join us along as we get stronger and muscle each day, and rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.